Yo, what's happening, everybody? Monster Chappie. We're here for part 4 in the Washington Redskins breakdown. And in this video, we're going to be back in the I form Pro Twins. I know the first time we're in the same formation twice. And the play we're going to be breaking down, we're actually going to break down 2 plays in this video. I know I said I wasn't going to do much of that in this series, just give you guys short clips. But the first play we're breaking down is halfback slip screen. And so, you don't have to do any hot routes to that, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. The only time you're going to throw to Jones or Green, let's say if they're in like a cover 3 maybe by chance, and you can maybe sneak it up the seam, but for the most part, you're never going to throw to them. But that is the one time. Or let's say they're in cover 3 and they decide to blitz. They're trying to blitz off the edge or something. Then you might throw it to them. But most of the time, guys, you're really not going to throw it to Green or the outside wide receiver. As far as to the tight end goes, I just got it on random play right now. Sometimes you can hit him right away for a quick pass, but again, it's just going to be one of those things where it's an immediate read. Otherwise, you really just never make the pass. So the reason I like this slip screen, I know we don't have anything underneath, but the reason I like this slip screen, and the only reason, is because we have a halfback blast. We also have a halfback toss. You combine that with quick slants, which we have here, and so then we got a screen where they do have a lot of other things they need to account for. This is not going to be something you run all the time. You probably won't run this more than 3 times in a game ever. I mean, it's rare that you're going to run this play, but it is something that, you can mix in and get some pretty solid yards, given that their linemen don't get super glitchy on you like that. And the screen is pretty quick developing compared to some of the other ones. This dude Bernard is running at the speed of molasses right now. So if you got a faster halfback, that's definitely going to help. But we're not getting a lot of yards here, but that's because the computer's just in pretty much stock defenses. This is particularly better when they're trying to run a cover 3 blitz, or if they're trying to run a heavy blitz at you, or if they're maybe even running a coverage zone defense like a cover 4. Against, cover 2 is pretty. So this is a cover 4 right here, so this would be a good example. You can usually get pretty solid gains against cover 4 because of the way that the blocking develops. This is going to be a very good play to run against cover 4. And then let's see what this is right here. So this is like a cover 3 blitz. Again, we should get some pretty decent results as long as the linemen don't get super glitchy on us. But essentially, if it's a cover 4 coverage defense or cover 4 blitz, cover 3 blitz, anything where there's really not a flat zone over there zone-wise, it's better against zone. I mean, it can work against man. Let's say if they're using the guy covering the halfback all the time, like we would have got a lot of yards right there. And I got the pass off. But for the most part, so this is a man blitz again. Just got to kind of watch for the die. But if they're lurking with the guy that covers them, then you might be able to get some decent gains there. But that's enough on that play. Again, very self-explanatory. Just run as is, and you're pretty much just going to throw it to the screen. The next play we're going to break down is the PA cross F wheel. And let's go ahead and run that against a little bit of man-to-man defense. Let's see. Oh, I guess we can't find no bad defense. All right. Here we go. 2 men under. Everybody's favorite. So this play actually involves quite a few setups. 3 hot routes to be exact. So you're not going to be running this, quick hiking this to death. So let's go ahead and break down the setup. What you want to do is drag the outside wide receiver. That is Jones. You can do that as you're coming to the line. The next thing you're going to want to do is put the tight end on the fade. What does this remind you of already? Kind of a similar concept to slants, but even a little bit better because we got Jones on the drag, so he beats man, kind of what we talked about in the previous video. And then the next step you want to take is we're going to either block the running back because we don't want him to do the play action, or we're going to put him on a flat route to the left. And we're going to do a flat route to the left for the example of this video, but if you know, even if they are blitzing you like crazy, this isn't a bad option, because what ends up happening is you can create a quick makeshift screen. So that's kind of what we do with that. And then there's something else that comes positive out of that as well. But this is the setup. There's 3 adjustments, so not a ton, but it is more than the 2 that would be ideal. So it's 3 adjustments, and then there's one more step. I know. 3 adjustments and another step? Really? This next step is going to make it so every player on the field is unbumpable. And what you're going to want to do is motion hike green, in this case, or your slot wide receiver. You just want to motion him about a step and then hike the ball like that. And then once he makes his break, he's going to beat man. 9 times out of 10, he's going to be wide open against man defense. So if we run that again, just go ahead and motion him a step. He's going to break, and then just look at how open he is. I mean, it wasn't the greatest pass. I should have waited longer, but you get the idea. So let's go through some of the other reads here. You already got green down. And then, of course, you got the drag. I should hit him right now. Try to get some yards after the catch. That's not the point of this video. But anyways, so that's nice. I recommend having a fast fullback here. Either a fast fullback like a Reese, or put a quick tight end there, or put a halfback there if that's all you got. Maybe like a Tavon Austin, because there's no fullback dives. And the reason that's nice is because on this particular play, especially if they start cheating, they start using this safety here to take away Green or to take away Jones, you end up getting a good opportunity to go deep here. And I don't even have a fast fullback in right now. But you're going to see on this play, once he hits the sideline, he gets a really nice animation. And look at how much separation. Like, that is just dirty. Really, man, that is just dirty, man. As soon as he gets a super glitchy animation every single time. It just takes a long time to develop. It's kind of like the post route. But once he hits the sideline, like, look at the defender. He just kind of dumbs out. And I know it's not that bad every time, or maybe is it? I don't know. I just remember when I ran this play a lot, we used to get a lot of really big plays. So let me try flipping the play here defensively. I'm going to move Timmons over so that he can cheat on that side. But if I remember right, man, this dude just gets a nasty animation just about every single time. So let's go ahead and run the play here. Still beats him way over the top. And Hewitt, I mean, I don't know. We had Jones on him that time, but Hewitt's not the fastest fullback. So you can imagine if you've got like a Tavon Austin there, or a Bo Jackson, or a Gurley, or anybody with decent speed. I mean, Hewitt is 76 speed, guys. So if you've got somebody that's 85 plus speed, the difference is in Mutt, they're going to be a better defender there who will probably be like 88 plus or 87 plus speed. So if you can get a guy there that's like even speed with them, the sky is the limit, man. That route just, it's nasty. Let's just leave it at that. So I broke that down a couple times for that reason. Again, if they are running something crazy like a man blitz or something, you can go ahead and just make the quick check down to your halfback here. And often, oh, you don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. My bad. I just ran that horribly. All right, so you just want to quick dump it down right there, and then you can get a few yards depending on the defense. I wouldn't run this. I wouldn't throw it to him against 2-man under, but you kind of already see the other routes. So pretty much Green and Jones are your first reads against man, and then Bernard, depending on what they do, can be a quick dump down for a makeshift screen. Otherwise, if the play develops, you've got the fullback who's going to just destroy man defense. And then, of course, if you've got a quicker tight end like an Eifert, and they don't have help over the top maybe, or instead of cheating with the safety on the left, they cheat with the safety on the right side to take away everything that you got going, you can lob it up to him, maybe beat him deep, or just lob it up to him and take advantage of a really big tight end versus a smaller cornerback. So that is that play against man defense. Now against zone, let's go ahead and break it down one time. Definitely like this play, and you can see that's why we make 3 adjustments. It just seems to work better. Let's go ahead and run a cover 2 here. Time Flat, very popular defensive formation. All right, so we got a cover 2 here. Go ahead and dump that down. Get a couple yards, especially if they're blitzing the slot corner or something. You can get some really solid pickups on this makeshift screen. Again, it's not a huge pickup that you're often going to get with that, but you can definitely get some decent ones. You're always going to have the drag available to you. And then if you get a bunch of time, just like last time, green is going to be open there on that sideline. So we're going to cover 2 here. I'm just going to put a bunch of these guys in spies so that hopefully we don't get sacked. And then we get enough time to throw it to green. Like I said, green's route's going to take some time to develop. But depending on the defense they're in, it's more effective against cover 3. Versus cover 2, just throw the drag every single time pretty much. They're going to have to use it. But just to show you the replay here. So again, you've got the option to go on one-on-one with your tight end versus safety, which in this game isn't a bad option. Get your aggressive catch on. Get your aggressive catch on. If you got a Gronk, take advantage. But this drag's going to be open all the time because once he gets past this hook zone, in a cover 2, the flat zone's always going to drop back to take away green. And if he doesn't, you have him. Otherwise, you got the drag. So one of these 2 dudes is going to get a good amount of yards. Because as you can see, there's just a bunch of real estate here. And if you beat him or get a block from him, you can even get more yards. As far as on this side of the field, that's another beautiful thing about cover 2 is that the flat from the halfback is going to take away the corner. And then you've got the fullback. If you just throw that to him, he can get a big play. So let's go ahead and throw that one time just so you can see it. Go ahead and set this up. Again, the fullback does take some time to develop, but versus a cover 2 shell, he can actually get some pretty decent pickups. Just wait for him to get past the corner there, and then go ahead and hit him. Like I said, this dude's like 76 speed, not the most ideal, but, you know, you get the idea. You get the point. Now we'll go to a cover 3, and we'll just let it play through. The video is getting a little bit longer than I had anticipated, so let's go ahead and just break it down versus cover 3 one time. And then you guys can kind of see how everything develops. 3, 2, 1. That should be enough. So same thing versus cover 3. Same setup. We're not changing anything. Quick dump down versus cover 3 is solid. Like you get the fullback blocking. This wide receiver is probably going to block either him or him. And then you've got the running back who's going to be able to get a decent amount of yardage right there. So quick dump down versus cover 3. A very solid plan. Of course, you've got the drag again. You can go ahead and hit him up. He's got a little bit less real estate, but that's because the flat zone jumps him in a cover 3. Cover 2, flat zone goes back to green. Cover 3, he actually jumps the flat. But you can still get that there if you want to throw it like right now. Like if they don't have spies, you can just throw it early. And then as the play progresses, your tight end is going to take one, definitely this safety, but a lot of times he'll get this corner too. And then once he takes him away, you can make the pass to the wide receiver there, green. We'll run it one more time. We'll actually sneak the pass in the green there. I know it didn't look open, but once you make the pass, you'll see that a majority of the time he's going to actually be, you're going to be able to get the ball there to green pretty consistently like that. He's just going to be wide open like that most of the time. Sometimes the corner will actually jump it, but majority of the time he's going to be more open like you see on that play. And don't forget to motion hike him. I just haven't been doing it because I want to save a little bit of time. But a lot of times the tight end most of the time is going to take away the corner. And again, if you want I wouldn't throw it up because it's going to be 1-on-2. But it's going to open things up for green. So you're going to have either this guy or this guy. You're going to have one of the two, the flat or the corner, whoever this defensive player decides not to go to, and it'll be pretty obvious, and you just hit him and you can get some real big gains. So that's the breakdown of this play as well as the halfback slip screen. Again, guys, nothing too crazy. 3 adjustments on this play, and you can block as well if you need to. If you need to block the running back instead, you can do that. But that breaks it down for this play. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you happy that we got 1 play touchdown now with the fullback route? Yo, that route is it's a good route. Let's just leave it at that. Anyways, enough to another own horn. We are going to go ahead and call this video a wrap. Love y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed. Till the next time, we gone.